Truly focused in, I'm seeing 20/20 visions. Daily manifesting on my premonitions. Best to keep it neutral, got my own religion. The brainwash, gotta make your own decision. My word is James Bond, I stay on a mission. Coming for the top position, ain't no competition, man. Pull up in the top is missing, fuck the opposition, and all that lane switching, this is what the game is. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial, do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial, do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. STRO. Yeah.
How many of y'all came to win?
Oh, they asking my name, huh?
You ready?
STRO. I ain't come to play with you.
Yeah.
Life challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you. It's early, I'm up.
Yeah.
I can't spend the day with you. I'm minding my business. I ain't getting paid with you. My color bright. I ain't finna fade with you. Man, I gotta come clean like I made with you. I been on my everybody drop when I drop. Look at shorty, she support ride. Lifting up, never not on my grind. New York City time. Another brother better, you will never find. I've been in my bag like groceries. Competition shouldn't take shots, take notes, please. Reporting live from the winning side. Ready to try, keep a different vibe. Is you down the ride, never tired. You will never know, you ain't never tried. Work it out, hit the gym, hit the field. Hey yo, I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. On my hit is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase up the rings. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase up the rings. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase up the rings. Yeah, beats, leave it in the street.
All right, Coach, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State in TIAA Bank Field here in Jacksonville. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Minnesota Vikings and the Jacksonville Jaguars. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
Ready.
Mike back two.
Come on, D.
A first carry for Kenyon Drake. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Look at me. Score. Hey, exit. On the ball. 5.
A give running right. Drake takes this one across the 35 to the 36. A gain of about 4.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1.
Bravo.
Back to throw. Fitzgerald flush to his right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Jco1999. He's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up 4th down. Now on 4th down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. Looking to throw. Fitzgerald dancing to his left. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now a carry for the former Michigan State man, Le'Veon Bell. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Heck of a start, a 30-yard pickup on their first play from scrimmage.
Here we go. 50 plant. Leo.
On the carry, this is Zenner. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Zach Zenner, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. This is taken at the 3. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Give the sack there to Jake Ryan.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Now he's forced out right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt.
Coming to you.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
He'll have a 1st down and more past the 20. And he's all the way up to the 39-yard line that time. A gain there of 30 big ones. He's off to a great start here in this first quarter. It seems like this defense is probably going to have trouble containing him.
I would agree with that. I love the observation. And here's the thing. Their game plan coming to fruition. You knew that they came in thinking that they could run it, and now they're proving that they can and doing it in a big way.
So that play much needed there as they're all the way up near the 40 for a 1st and 10.
He's crashing. He's checking crash.
Bam, bam.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Looking deep for Julio. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive? They've certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're one to the good. Go ahead and try and press your advantage.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
Check 31. Check 31.
To throw again. Stevens. And his throw here is incomplete. He was looking for his favorite target, A.J. Green, that time. 3rd down here. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Watch the screen. 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 Mike, 55. Right there in the middle. 55. Hey, let's get that ball here. Let's get that ball right here.
Hey, wahoo!
Mike 55. Mike 55. I'm going to run you over. I'm going to run you over.
From the gun, Stevens. And that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Hey, my 7.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense. Here we go.
Ready?
They're going to try and throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Kentrell Bryce picks it, and they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds.
Here we go. Let's bring it. Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it. Shoot.
Treystone travel.
Check 3.
On 2nd down, here's Yeldon. Just a yard on the game. There, and that leaves them with 14 yards still to go on 3rd down.
A gain of a yard makes it 3rd and 14.
Let's go now. 10 too soft.
You don't want none.
Operating from the gun, Fitzgerald. And that will be incomplete.
Fitzgerald's pass, intended for Tyreek Hill, incomplete.
And the Jaguars send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the second time. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Vikings with the football here to begin the second quarter as they'll start with a 1st and 10 at their own 20. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's two different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35.
Hey, Delta. Get it.
Off play action. Stevens. He'll let this go end zone. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A.J. Green. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. They'll go option to the... Oh, he tried to pitch it, and the ball's loose.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Back to throw. Fitzgerald. He's going to air one out for Anderson. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down.
Tight end's right. Go. 4th down. Easy. 57's the mic. Watch 57.
Hey, seam 6. Seam 6.
They'll try and throw for it here. Found his target. It's Anderson. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A gain of 26 and a conversion there as well on 4th down. From the gun, Fitzgerald.
Brandon, I have one word for you after that completion for a first down.
Lucky?
Analytics.
Well, the analytics say they punt the football there.
So we're changing to analytics as we go, right? What a big-time play for them, and really took a big-time chance.
Yeah, big-time first half chance. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. 19 yards there on the pickup, and that'll make it second and short. To throw again on second down. Fitzgerald looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Drake. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. The Jags with their first opportunity in the red zone. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. Operating from the gun, Fitzgerald. Eluding the pressure, and the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. From the gun, Fitzgerald. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. Here's the correct call.
And he held on to it, but he probably shouldn't have, as they get him behind the line. Now this time he'll look to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the Michigan man, Jake Ryan. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they're throwing interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Throwing to start the drive. Stevens. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
But one thing's for sure, when you get a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you got to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. Back to the air on second down. Stevens. He's going to loft one deep left. And got his man complete. The 20. Touchdown, Vikings. Julio Jones. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Quinnen Williams in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Now on second and 16, Fitzgerald. And that going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. The Jaguars on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 16. Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. We've seen this offense do some unconventional things thus far, but they couldn't go for it on fourth down here, could they?
Could someone patch us into the head coach's headset? Punt the ball.
The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on fourth down? Looking to throw. Fitzgerald. And this is incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
Ready, ready. Pilot, 64, weak.
They'll run on first down. Richard. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. A loss of 2 there, second down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21.
Hey, Zoo.
On third down, Stevens. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. A.J. Green with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. You've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time, first half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything.
Well, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Lonnie Johnson picks it. And he's able to bring it out 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done.
Here I come again.
Bravo.
Here I come again. Check 43. Mike, 55. Right there in the middle. 55.
Back to throw. Stevens looking deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Vikings. A.J. Green on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. The Vikings going to use their third and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Looking to throw. Fitzgerald, and the pressure gets to him again. Mack Wilson able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on fourth down. So I'm waltzing down Main Street, got an umbrella, just a torrential downpour, and I look over, and this guy, stone-faced, wearing a poncho that says, "Don't rain on my parade," and he is just angry. And we got to go. I'll tell you the rest later. Here we go, third quarter. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Anthony Barr comes rumbling in for the sack.
And we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Hey, Mike's 50, Mike's 50. All day, just like that, just like that. Yo, go!
Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Tight ends on the Ringo. We got 4. Check 26, check 26. Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Let's go, defense. Hey, man up, D. Man up, D. 50's the Mike. 50's the Mike.
Protein spill.
Check. Check hot route. Hot.
Hey, Delta.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
Hey.
Watch the run. It's south, baby. That's baby south.
Back to throw. Stevens. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Chris Jones in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Two-jet bomber. Big grip.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. Leaping, and he makes the grab. A heck of a play there on 3rd down, but amazingly, they're still short for 4th.
Hey, team 6.
It's 4th down.
Mike's 50. Watch the pass.
I get it.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. He's got Sanu. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th.
Let's go.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Hey, D-line, let's get it.
Hey, Haywood.
Mike 50. Here it comes. Mike.
Now.
50.
Go.
Twist.
Let go.
Operating from the gun. Stevens, he sets to fire deep. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Hey, Echo. Hey. Let's go.
Throwing again. Stevens. And caught right side. Green. A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
Look at me. Go. Smooth. Go. Shoot.
Throwing on first down. Stevens. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The intended target was Corey Coleman, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Stevens. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10.
Buy until you play Roblox or Fortnite.
From the gun, Stevens. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2.
Recon, 132 fighter. Hey, shoot. Ready.
Operating from the gun, Stevens. It's a foot race. He's at the 50. He's at the 40. Past the 20. 10. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Graham Gano on for the extra point. And he converts, and it cuts the lead to 35-7. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one, that didn't bother you too much last time. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
Hey, exit.
Check. 53's mine. Check. 53's mine. That's right, baby.
Play clock down to 5, and they're going to burn a timeout. And that's going to leave them with just one timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back. 2nd and long. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Chris Jones picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Hey, high 7.
53. Check.
Looking to throw. Stevens. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Look at me, zipper.
Check. 53's mine.
Hey, Alpha.
From the gun, Stevens. And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. Operating from the gun, Stevens. Caught on the right side, Reed. That's good for 28 yards. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Back to throw. Stevens. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Looking to throw. Stevens. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
2nd and 6. Flushed out right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Jordan Reed was the intended target, but now it's 3rd and goal.
All right, Captain. It's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on 3rd and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you kind of run out of your running plays, fire another one into the end zone.
He's going to be very close to a first down. Good running, but looks like he's a yard short. Going option left on 4th and goal. And he didn't get there. Knocked backwards to the 2-yard line. Back now in Jacksonville. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Ready.
And he'll get him a little bit of breathing room across the 5 to the 6-yard line. And now we'll get a timeout. Looks like we've got a Jaguar in some discomfort down there on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back.
Pilot, 64, weak. Snap.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Fitzgerald flush to his right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Back to throw. Fitzgerald. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. On 4th down. Fitzgerald. Escaping the pressure right. And that is caught. He's got his running back downfield. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Fitzgerald. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Sione Takitaki able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Back to throw. Fitzgerald, open man is Anderson. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. Robbie Anderson, the man he was looking for, and it's 2nd down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Fitzgerald, and Walker has it. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle him after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. From the gun, Fitzgerald. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. This is caught. 33 yards that time.
It's a gain of 33. Smooth those chains. That's good for another Jacksonville 1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. He already has 2 sacks to his credit. Now another tackle for loss.
And you know how you can always identify who was supposed to block him? They're the ones helping up the person who just got knocked to the ground with the ball, right? Whether it's a running play or a pass play, they've got to figure out a way to slow him down. Maybe you chip him with a second guy. Maybe you just out and out double him. Maybe you make sure you take the ball and throw it as far away from him as possible. Because right now, he is wrecking things for them.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Batting that one free defensively was Lonnie Johnson. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal.
Yo, Jackrabbit.
And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. It's a gain of a yard, and it takes us to the 2-minute warning. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They're looking at a 4th and goal here as they search for a late score. Going option left on 4th and goal. And not only will he not get in, he's going to lose yardage. They stuff him back at the 4. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Vikings, they come up big down near the goal line. They'll start out on the ground with Bell. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game against them, but tally that one on the side of the defense.
Do you think maybe, possibly, it can be a little bit of a changer for them? Maybe not a game changer, but a little bit of a momentum one that maybe they can string together some pretty good plays and slow them down.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones, his intended receiver. But now it'll be 3rd down. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Stevens. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. On 4th down, Stevens. And it is incomplete. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And boy, that means this next drive is going to start at the 3-yard line. They'll come out in the pistol. Now, this is a nice little gift wrap situation as they take over first and goal. They'll try to run it in, going option right. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's second down. Second and goal from the 1. They go option right on, and he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Nick Fitzgerald, touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Jaguars make some inroads here on that deficit. Extra point try good by Gano, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And checking the timeouts. They do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. That one looks like he'll throw here. On the right side, caught by Green. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Touchdown, Vikings. A.J. Green, 76 yards. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. When A.J. Green's on the field, something exciting usually happens, and that was certainly exciting.
Superior route runner, superior hands, superior body control. But I love the way he reacts to the football in the air. Finds it, locates it, and goes and gets it before the defensive backs can react.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away.
The Jaguars take over first and 10. At their own 25-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. And not too much going there as he'll get it up to the 23-yard line. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz.
And he coughed it up. And it's a terrific return here as he's going to have them set up with a 1st and goal right at about the 6-yard line. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Following the fumble recovery, Stevens. He's got daylight. The 40, the 30, 10. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell, just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to...
My name, huh? You ready? S-T-R-O. I ain't come to play with you. Life challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you. It's early, I'm up. I can't spend the day with you. I'm minding my business. I ain't getting paid with you. My color bright. I ain't finna fade with you. Man, I gotta come clean like I'm made with you. I didn't know my everybody drop when I drop. Look at shorty, she support ride. Lifting up, never not on my grind. New York City time. Another brother better, you will never find. I've been in my bag like groceries. Competition shouldn't take shots, take notes, please. Reporting live from the winter side, ready side, a different vibe. If you down the ride, never tired. You will never know, you ain't never tried. Work it out, hit the gym, hit the field, hit the wheel. Hey yo, I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, see that. On my hit is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way when my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Million beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
What I do? Lace up my shoes, chase W's. Great colored coops. Oh no, I can't be number 2. MVP the league most. Talking trophies, I didn't grab the few. Can't match this attitude.